And, you know, people look at Donald Trump and say he could say anything, he could do anything and get away with it. People look at Hillary Clinton and say she never gets caught for anything, including new emails regarding Hillary Clinton's server scandal that surfaced this week showing that then Secretary of State Clinton asked federal intelligence officials for a secure BlackBerry-like device, but she was denied due to security concerns. So after Clinton began using private email accounts on her home server, she accessed through her BlackBerry to exchange messages with top aides. So, Pete, walk me through this, because she's always doing something wrong, at least in my limited mental landscape. What did she do wrong here?
What happened here is she wanted to use a BlackBerry for convenience, which is a word we've heard before. NSA, other security officials said, we don't have the technology, the means right now, the ability to do what you want to do through a BlackBerry. So
and
we're
keep
gonna,
it secure.
And keep it secure. So we're going to ask that you don't do that right now.
Yeah.
So she said, I don't really care what you have to say, and I'm going to find my own way to receive the emails I want to receive them, when I want to receive them, for convenience.
Yeah.
So she let loose the old homebrewed server that we know about, but before she did that, this is a smoking gun. She knew she shouldn't do it, was told not to do it.
All these people were meeting, and she's like, well, you know, but if you can't figure out, I'm still going to do it, because I want to do it. Not like, ugh.
There's so much entitlement there.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's talk about this a little bit, because I actually think she's going to use those NSA emails as an excuse, and she's going to say, look at this agency. They were so cruel to me. All I wanted to do was get a secure BlackBerry, and they wouldn't let me.
Yeah, the victim again.
Yeah.
She blames everyone but herself all the time. She constructs lies that are then knocked down, necessitating new lies.
Yeah.
You know, they've tried to say, oh, this is an overclassification problem. That's another line they've used, saying, oh, we classified too many things. It's ridiculous. Fine. Maybe the 1,000 plus emails that were low-level classification, you can make that argument. But for dozens of emails that are secret, top secret, beyond top secret, those classifications are actually serious, and for good reason. So it's a constant moving target with her. I think that voters probably aren't paying very close attention to all the ins and outs of this, but they understand it is a degree of unaccountability and arrogance that is baked into the Clinton cake.
Yeah.
It's a dark cloud hanging over her campaign, FBI investigation, possible indictment. That's why her numbers on trustworthiness are so terrible.
But she's popular when she's a victim.
But she's so bad when moderators ask her about the server and the email and the indictment. Jorge Ramos asked her, you know, what happens if you get indicted? And she's like, I'm not even going to answer.
She gets that weird smile thing on her face.
Which is why I think the reports that her camp are worried about, like it or not, worried about running against Trump are true, because they know he would throw the kitchen sink at her, and she would have no idea.
And that's not even a figurative statement. I mean, he literally would go
just like in a riot.
In the riots, there's going to be kitchen sinks flying everywhere.
It is the classiest sink. Believe me.
It's Italian marble. That's real gold.
For that reason, though, again, I have concerns about Donald Trump, because he will attack her ruthlessly, which is what a lot of people want to see, but he will overstep and go too far, which will allow her to claim the victimhood card more genuinely.
Oh my gosh,
funny. It does it in a funny way.
It will be funny, but the problem is, and Guy's right, I can see her crying at a debate. She's going to start crying in the middle of the debate, and people are going to be like, oh, she's a grandma. Oh, I feel so bad for her.
Guy's either right, or he's the one guy who can never overplay his hand. Because when has he yet?
Well,
and it's not true. It's not clear that he could.
His unfavorable rating is 67%. He has overplayed his hand, and people are paying attention. The fact that he's winning a Republican primary does not account for the fact that 2/3 of Americans look at the guy and say, don't like him.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what I like? This panel. And thank goodness they're returning a little later. But first, Brett Baer is going to answer what happened to